What a way to end off the month, and this month, by the way, was the best one since 2020. The S&P 500 gained 9.1% in July, the Dow gained 6.7%, and the NASDAQ Composite gained, get ready for this, guys, 12% for the best month since April 2020. You heard that right. This July was the best month for the NASDAQ Composite since April of 2020. So we got to break down some charts in this video. Is this rally going to continue? What are my thoughts on that? And of course, we got to go over some stocks, earnings coming up. But before we do, get your 10 stocks from Moomoo and your 6 stocks from Webull. They're free stocks, guys, linked down below. And they do help out the channel, guys, those links. And as always, I appreciate you all for tuning in, subscribing, supporting. You guys are awesome. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive into the video. And by the way, I hope you all had a great July and have an even better August in the stock market and in life in general. So let's go over what's going on. The S&P 500 closed up 1.4% as we had the NASDAQ 100 up 1.8%, Russell up 0.7% as the Dow went up 1%, and the VIX is now creeping to almost under 20. The VIX went down 4.5% on the day. Look at that, guys. The VIX is at 2130 right now, and the low of the day was right around 2120. So I mean, at this point, look at that. The VIX is it's been getting destroyed, pretty much in a straight down line from 35 now to about 21. And this, this might, if we do get that pullback in Apple and Amazon, like I mentioned in my previous video, we might get a sharp snapback in the VIX. And I'm thinking that especially if the VIX gets into the teens, I'm going to be watching SQQQ very closely at that point, which I mentioned in a recent video, and SPXS. These are two bear leveraged ETFs that we could play, well, that I could play. You guys got to do your own research as always. In the event that we do get a little bit of a pullback overall in the markets. But the markets, well, they're not showing that at all. They're not showing any sign of a pullback. And you guys can see that on SPY. SPY closed at almost $412 a share. Well, not well above, but it closed above the highs from the middle of May like we talked about. And now it looks like, I mean, it wants to go up to 415, roughly 420 bucks, right around those highs from the end of May, early June. Same thing with QQQ. Look at this. QQQ closed up 1.8%, right around 315. This didn't break out of the highs from the end of, or from early rather June, like SPY did, but we're right there. And if next week QQQ clears 316.17, there's going to be upside probably towards 330, which was the high from the beginning of May. So things could go either way at this point. You know, I'm looking at the VIX, like I said, SQQQ, SPXS, and I'm like, I kind of want to nibble a little bit. But then I'm looking at QQQ, and if it breaks 316, this thing might rip another couple percentage points. So I'm like on the fence right now, if that makes any sense. And let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. I'm sure a lot of you could relate to that. So very good day, very strong month. And I believe we've looked at the stats before, the data on the channel. I think July historically is a great month for the stock market, looking back 80 to 100 years, for the S&P 500. And hey, today was, or not today, well, I guess today too, but this month of July was great. History repeated itself, if I remember correctly, which I do believe the best months for the stock market are July, and what's the other one? Let me know in the comments, guys. Probably April. Was it April? I forget. But yeah, I think July was one of them. Anyway, great day, great July, and, we might have more green coming up because we have some stocks reporting next week, and we had a bunch report this week, and the market took it well. So it's going to be interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So with that being said, let's just dive into these stocks. Number one is Square, also known as, well, I guess they're not known as Square anymore. They're now called Block Inc., but their ticker is still SQ, which is why I called it Square. So Block went up 1.8% when I'm filming this on the day, today, Friday, guys, and it closed at $76 a share. And notice, they report earnings next week on the 4th of August, which I believe, what is that? Is that Thursday. Yeah, I think that's Thursday of next week they report. And look at how this week went down for Block. We can see we started breaking out this week above the moving averages again, and we now have a golden cross. And on top of that, we have an ascending triangle forming here on the 4-hour chart pretty much over the past couple of days. I'd really say the past 10 days, week to 10 days, is when this ascending triangle has been forming. So we're noticing that, and we closed right at 77, 76, the top of the triangle, the resistance. And if this point takes, if we take this point out next week, we break out of, let's say, 76, 50, 77. I'm going to put my alert at 77 right now. There could be a breakout heading into earnings. And the fact that they report on the 4th, which, again, I believe is on Thursday, there could be a move coming before that. And, you know, it's been beaten down. You guys know Block was over $240 a share. Now it's under 100, well under 100. If we do start moving above 77, especially 80, there's a clear runway for this thing to get to 90. I'm not saying it's going to get to 90 for sure, but all I'm saying is maybe mixed with a decent earnings, maybe decent guidance. We have to wait and see. Who knows? Maybe mixed with that, it could run up towards high 80s, 90s, you know, that is possible. But we got to break 77 first, and quite honestly, we got to break 80 as well. So I'm going to set my alert at, I have one at 77, but I'll do another one. Mark is at or above $80 a share. So 2 alerts set here on Block. Another one that did very well, which we called out, and this is why you guys got to subscribe to the channel, Tesla, TSLA. This one up 6%, and what did I say, guys? If this takes out 850, it is going to fly. It took out 850 today, and what do you know? It's defying the laws of gravity. This thing is up. It went up 6% on the day, closed at 890. It's pretty much at 900 again. And like I said a couple videos ago, Tesla's one of those stocks that you blink, it's 750, you open your eyes, or you blink again, and it's 900, just like that. And that's what happened. I mean, look, the past couple of days, Tesla's gone from 770, that was just 3 freaking days ago, guys, and now it's at 890. It ran up 16% in 3 days. So although it is a bit overbought in the short term, I'll be completely honest with you guys, it is. We're breaking out. And any sign of a pullback, I mean, look at what happened last time we got very hot and we pulled back a bit. This was a couple of days ago, last week, about a week ago. You can see Tesla went from 740 up to about 850, cooled off to about 775. This was 3 days ago. Buyers came in and it ripped. So I think we could touch 900 potentially, but a pullback to 800, 825, that would be where I'd be looking to get in, you know, to pick up the shares on the dip. Because overall, the Bears, I think, are gaining a ton of momentum right now. Bears, or rather the Bulls, are gaining momentum. They're in charge, but we're a bit overbought. We got to get that pullback. And AMD is one that I'm watching that's reporting next week, Advanced Micro Devices. You guys know this company. And what we're noticing is an inverse head and shoulders. Look at that. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We have that golden cross. And we're clearly breaking out of both moving averages. So I think AMD here, and mind you, today it went up over 3% on the day, and they report on the 2nd, which is on Tuesday. And look at this, another good thing. They broke out of the highs from a week ago, being about $92. They closed in the mid-90s. This looks really good. This looks like in the short term, guys, it wants to go towards $100, $105 a share. Maybe, dare I say, 110 if that right shoulder really does complete, which with earnings coming up, who knows? This could move either way. And you guys know, I've been saying this for years here on the channel at this point. You know, when I first started my channel, maybe I was still dabbling on the earnings plays. That was about 4-ish years ago, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, probably a little bit more than that. But the past 3 years, even more than that, probably close to 4 years, I have not been touching earnings plays. And with AMD reporting on Tuesday, I'm not going to really mess with this thing on Monday, maybe as a day trade. I'm going to be waiting to see what they report. I want to see what the guidance is, EPS, revenue, all that good stuff, and see how the stock does after earnings, even if that means I miss the chance to get in, because it's a form of risk management for me, guys, me not buying before earnings, you know, because I understand how things go. You might win on a gamble trade, you might lose, and I've lost a bunch in the past, and I've won a bunch, but it's just not worth it for me. So I'm gonna wait, even though it could mean AMD rips to 105 and I missed the boat. Whatever, right? So AMD, watch it. I'm gonna set my alert probably at maybe 90. I'll do it at 95.50. We'll do it at 95.50, and we'll see what it does from that point. Another one that I'm looking at, which I called out about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Let's do a follow-up now. It is Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. Palantir today went up over 2%, and this is still holding the uptrending channel like we did call out about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and we're still riding the moving averages, and now I'm noticing an inverse head and shoulders. Look at that, guys. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Now we're popping. This, if the right shoulder completes, could get towards maybe 1055, 1060. And you can see here on the chart, that has been resistance since the end of June, guys. So a good over a month at this point. So I'm going to set my alert at, let's see here, maybe 1060. If this could break 10-60, which it hasn't done again in over a month, this is going to make a shot towards $11.50, $12. You heard it here first. And crap, they report earnings too. Dang it. So they report earnings. Maybe that's a good thing for them, but if they completely bomb earnings, forget what I just said. And okay, they don't report earnings next week. They report the week after. So this Monday is the 1st of August. The 8th of August is the following Monday. So Palantir, okay, never mind. Maybe they do end up making a move, next week leading into earnings. Either way, 1060 is where my alert is. We're going to watch it. Target is another one that is starting to reverse ever so slightly. It's by no means out of the woods, but we are moving above the moving averages here on the 4-hour chart for the first time since, it looks like, wow, the end of April. So it's been a good 3 months, and now we're turning around. We're starting to make that move, and actually with today's move and yesterday's move, Target took out the highs from about a week ago, being about $159, $160. Now we're at $163.38 to be exact. The stock closed 2.5% in the green. So to put it in simple terms, guys, let's see if this reversal out of the moving averages continues for Target. We have a big resistance coming up at about $165. That was the high from the end of May. You got to watch that. If that breaks, maybe we do have a nice move towards $180, which is one of the lows that we can see here. That was from the end of February. That's the next gap to fill by the looks of it. And, we have earnings coming up the middle of August, which the reason I'm saying is because Walmart reported. You guys saw what happened to Walmart. They cratered, right? Boom, they got destroyed. And now we have, wait a second. Was it Target that reported first last time? They tanked, then it was Walmart. I forget the order now. They reported on 5/18. Walmart reported on 5/17. So, yeah, it was Walmart, then Target. And now that I look at this, Walmart is reporting in the middle of August as well. So these are ones that I'm watching, no doubt about it. Walmart, and yeah, they announced that they're cutting their profit guidance. Walmart did a couple of days ago, rather. And, we'll see how that's going to affect Target. Maybe they say something before earnings, not to spook investors. Or maybe they just release it on earnings day. We'll see, guys. But Target is one that I'm watching for sure moving forward. Live Nation's another one, LYV. The reason why I'm watching this is because it's slowly starting to reverse. We have clearly a downwards channel here on the 4-hour chart. And now, we're not completely out of the woods, but we're getting close. We're above the moving averages. We closed in the mid-90s today, and we're one hair away from 95, 96, which was that high from the end of May, early June, and that's where my alert is, $95 a share. So I'm going to stick to it. If that point breaks, especially if we clear into the hundreds, guys, Live Nation could catch fire quickly, in my opinion. You guys can see the 3-year chart here. Looks pretty solid, and now that I look at this, this is also could be a head and shoulders in the making, which makes 95-100 even more important to break, because that would be the neckline of the head and shoulders here, and now we're right at it. So let's see what happens at 9500 on a Live Nation. I'm telling you guys, if that point breaks, we're going to run. I think we're going to run. And, you know, we could be going 110, 15. We shall see where it goes from there. And the last one, guys, if you stuck till the end, you guys are awesome. Don't forget to get your 10 stocks from Moomoo and your 6 stocks from Weeble down below. And if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. I appreciate you all. As always, Nike, guys, Nike. This is another one that's slowly reversing, but by no stretch of the imagination is it out of the woods yet. Today, Nike went up 2.5%. You guys can see an inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And we took the highs out from about a week ago on Nike. Those highs were $111. We closed at $115. And now we're actually at the highs from the end of June, which is a point that needs to break. If this point breaks, $115, which is where I'm going to set my alert as we're heading into the weekend here, guys, that right shoulder and the inverse head and shoulders that you guys clearly see, this could end up filling the gap to $122 to about $123, meaning there could be another, let's see here, potentially 5, 6 to 7% upside from 115 to about the mid-120s, which is where I think this could potentially, keywords potentially, be going in the short term. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Those are 7 stocks: Square, Tesla, AMD, Palantir, Target, Live Nation, Nike. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And again, it was a crazy day today. Crazy day, crazy month, best month in over, I'd say, what, in almost 2 years, year and a half. I mean, yeah, pretty good month. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe. Again, don't forget to get your 10 stocks from Moomoo and your 6 stocks from Weeble. Link down below. Check out my Patreon as well and get your $40 off Seeking Alpha Premium. All that, link down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Have a great weekend. Peace out.